Well, there's no let up in the SEC, and we have another really tough matchup we have to prepare for versus Texas A&M. They're on a roll, have won 4 straight in the league, playing very well together. Just a explosive offensive team, especially at home. They've had some really great performances there, and tough team to guard, tough team to prepare for. A particular concern is their ability to offensive rebound. That's something our team's been working really hard on. We had a good result on that last night and made some progress there, but we will have to practice very hard over the next 2 days to try to see if we can go down to College Station, which is a very difficult place to play, and earn a victory. So I know our team's excited about another opportunity to try to get a road win in the SEC.
Questions? Your thoughts about playing a style last night that you don't see too often today, and how well they responded, and certainly Taylor's performance?
Well, proud of our team for being able to win ball games in a variety of ways this year, and I think that's a real credit to the kind of players that we have and the character that they have. You know, last night was a very difficult first half. Everyone was frustrated because of Missouri's very good defense and tough play, and points were hard to come by. And just credit everybody on the team, players, coaches, everybody stayed really positive at halftime, and we were able to generate some offense with our defense, and that was critical in that game, because when you let Missouri get their defense set, it was very tough for us. So Taylor sparked us with some outstanding defensive plays up high on the court where we could get out and run and make some plays. And then I thought that really fueled our confidence and settled our players in a bit, so we could start to drive their defense some instead of settle for some outside jumpers. So it was a really great performance by the team, and one we needed, and continue to be impressed with our players and proud of how they're playing and competing right now.
Obviously, Macy and Taylor and Ryan are having great seasons, but without the role players, the last 3 games you may not have won. Just talk about the role that Jada and Kiki and Todd are all playing on this team.
Well, it's something we talked about probably the first time we got together trying to describe this team this year. And while you know, the people who score points or average the most points so many times get a lot of the attention or a lot of the accolades, you know, it's been so important for us throughout the season to have a great team effort. And that was one thing, you know, with Ryan Howard last night. She didn't shoot the ball well, didn't score a lot, but I was so proud of her rebounding and her commitment to defense. And so you just cannot be a successful team. We cannot be a successful team this year if we're caught up in scoring and who's scoring the points and how that's going on. You know, Macy didn't score last night, and the team won. So I think something that really helps us is just the character of these kids. You know, the ones that are averaging the most points don't walk around advertising that, and I think we've always tried to value everybody's contribution. And you know, I'd say this: Blair Green last night won't ever show up in the stat sheet, but she battled her tail off last night on the defensive end and really made some plays that won't show up in the stat sheet. And that's the kind of team we have to be. And I think our players have embraced that. It's a fun atmosphere when we get together, and it's a hard-working atmosphere. And you know, I give the players a lot of credit for having that kind of character.
Going back to the beginning of the year, at this point in the season, would you have expected that you only have 3 losses up to this point of the year?
You know, I try the best that I can to not project a whole lot at the beginning of the season, and invariably you'll go through and you'll try to play that game of how many you'll win and how many you'll lose, and I always try to stop as soon as I can on that and stay in the present and try to figure out how we can become our best, because it's really hard with the schedule that we play, and then in this league, you know, games are so so close. That was a really, really tough, close game last night. And so, you know, I honestly, I can't remember at the beginning of the season what I thought as far as wins or losses. We really were trying to stay focused on getting the best we could out of this team. We desperately would love to get back to the NCAA tournament after a year's absence last year. I know the team's hungry for that. So really, you know, trying to bring the team into the best situation where we could be successful is really what was on my mind. But I'm really happy to be 17-3 and wish we were 20-0, but 17-3 is a good start to the season. Unfortunately, we have to play all the rest of these games, and so you don't get to stop and really enjoy 17-3. So it doesn't mean a whole lot right now, but excited for the team. We have opportunities, I think, in this game Sunday to win, and it's a credit to our players for putting themselves in a position since June to work hard enough to now be in these games and have a chance to win.
What has this team learned about itself following the Ole Miss loss and the injuries that you all had?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is the value of resilience. It's something that we talk to our players about a lot as far as trying to develop them as people. And, you know, their time at UK is going to be awesome and so many awesome opportunities. But, you know, when they walk out that door, do they have an experience that they can draw from? And one thing that we talk a lot about is being resilient, and that life's going to, you know, deal you a few bad hands, and you're going to have some tough moments and some challenges. And, you know, the real skill that we all can develop is just being able to get back up and go at it again and being resilient. And that was a low point for us. We were not in a good spot physically or mentally that day, and emotionally. We were really flat, and we just did not have what it took to win that game that day. But next Tuesday morning at 6:30, we were able to bounce back, and they came back with a great practice. And so you just, you know, you don't stay in that bad spot or that bad circumstance. You just start to work your way out of it, and that starts with your attitude and your energy and your effort. And I think that was a great lesson for us to learn, and they, you know, bounced back with a couple of really hard-fought wins.
How do you contain Kennedy Carter?
Well, you have to work really hard. She's as explosive, a guard. She plays with incredible pace on offense. You know, she has an explosive first step. She can be standing still, and she can make a move to get open, or she can be at a standstill and take one step with the ball and get by you. And she's really, really difficult to defend. Explosive scorer, and we have to do it as a team. You know, last night we had to do it as a team. Every time I don't know how you function in this league not doing it as a team. And so this is another incredible challenge for us. And she scores a lot of points, but I tell you, they are a monster offensive rebounding team. They are flying to those boards, and it is a difficult game. And so we've invested a lot of time in our defense this year, obviously, and we've invested a lot of time recently in trying to improve as a rebounding team, and we're going to have to use everything we can to try to do a great job on Carter and her teammates on the first shot, and then that second shot is a real challenge there. So big challenge awaits us. Looking forward to getting on the practice floor and starting to prepare today.
Anything else?
Coach, your team's been performing well on the road this year. Can you pinpoint one particular thing, maybe in their approach, that's been a catalyst for the success, especially in Knoxville and Baton Rouge?
Well, I think the biggest thing is our team really wants to win for each other. We want to have success. And so, you know, you have a room full of players that have great desire and want to win. I think that's, you know, may sound real obvious, but I mean a real deep desire to go out there and earn the victory. And you know that you're going to have to work hard to get that done. And then we have really enjoyed being around each other. It's I think, started with our preparation of making sure that we took advantage of the immense opportunity we had to tour Italy for 10 days, and we did a lot of work on, we're going to be in close quarters for 10 days, and we had to make sure we were prepared to take advantage of that. So I thought we grew closer with that, and we've just learned how to have a lot of fun together. Players, coaches, this has not been a team that has cliques and are, divided in different parts of the room. And so, I just think it creates an atmosphere of togetherness on the road, and you look forward to getting to a pregame meal, or you look forward to getting to a meeting, you look forward to game day practice, and, I believe that's had some effect there, but we certainly have won some really tough road games and some tough games away from home this year.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank y'all.